Okay, well, I hope the audio quality is good enough on this, but this is, some, like I said previously, some lost footage. Um, I don't know where the rest of it is, but I just thought I would share this with you anyway. So please excuse the heat kicking on and off. It is the middle of December and it's very cold here. But so I just wanted to talk a little bit about the inspiration of this piece. This is a hedgehog carrying fruits and mushrooms on its little wee bitty spines. I like to give her a pretty little crown like she is the queen of the Hedgies. I know, it's adorable. Well, the reason why I drew this is in medieval times, it was very much believed that hedgehogs would climb up into vines and knock down the grapes and then roll around and get those grapes all over their spines and take them back. They did this with apples and figs and, all sorts of fruits. It was made popular, I believe, by Pliny the Elder, and I saw some sources that said that maybe Aristotle had also spread this rumor. This isn't actually a behavior of theirs, and since they are nocturnal animals for the most part, I don't think that people really saw them do this, that it was just assumed that they did this. It, it was also a metaphor, apparently, for the devil stealing the men's souls, and they were put under a hate campaign as being vermin that needed to be eradicated because I guess they were at one point considered part of the devil's work. Poor Hedgies, they just want to live their life. I mean, look at them, they're adorable. How can you, how poor little things. Anyways, so that's just a little bit of the history on why I painted this. I came across, I believe, a YouTube video that was talking about weird medieval beliefs and animals, and I saw this and I was like, that's great. I want to paint a little hedgie as well that's carrying strawberries and mushrooms back to their den for winter. So I made this little girl. It is an oil color paint. This is with the Paul Rubens palette. It is a palette, I believe, that comes out of China. I love the pigmentation. I have had this palette for literal years and have been using the ever living hell out of it. And it has lasted except for that lemon yellow. Clearly I loved lemon yellow way more than any of the other colors, but it just blended so well. And unfortunately, you cannot buy just singular pans of the colors. Big sigh. Big sigh. But also excuse it. It's traffic. We live on a main street, so you may hear that from time to time. And you also might hear my heater kicking on because, like I said, it is freezing. I think it is like 14 degrees right now. It's cold. That's Fahrenheit, folks. What is that? 14, I don't know, maybe around -9 Celsius. I'm not sure. But anyways, so we are using the Paul Rubens palette. It is a fantastic palette. If you are starting with watercolor or even a, you know, advanced watercolorist, I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. The pigment's fantastic. They blend really well. They mix really well. They don't get a lot of texture and separation of the, like, a granular little look. So if you're looking for something a little bit more smooth, this is definitely a go-to. I use it on most of my paintings. I have ventured into some Winsor and Newtons. I think just only Winsor and Newtons were the only. I have a couple other tubes that I use, but I always return back to this one, and hopefully we'll be able to buy it again. Mostly just for that lemon yellow. Yeah, it's adorable. So I love my little hedgy girl. I wish I had the rest of this footage, but unfortunately I don't. I have 30 minutes of it that I will be releasing on my Patreon. Um, so if you want to become a paid member of Patreon, please click the link down below. But there is free stuff there too, and I can, I'll put the early releases on my Patreon, even if you're free, to let you know that the video is coming out. But if you're paid, you will be getting that early release much earlier. But yeah, that's it. So just enjoy the rest of the video, and I will I guess see you at the end. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Um, I wish I had more footage of it, but I cut the original down to about 30 minutes and then cut that now down to the 7 because it was pretty much the same thing. We just painted little details and it's an adorable little hedgie. But I did just want to thank everybody for watching. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I also wanted to thank my Patreon members. Thank you to all of the members and all of my upper tier Art Gremlin members. I thank you so much for your support. If you want to join, the free tier is available. All of my content from all social medias are posted there, as well as some early access where the paid 2 options get a bit more access and other benefits. So if you want to, go ahead and check that out, and then follow me on my other social medias. That's Veiled Artist on Instagram and Cat Monster on Facebook. I am no longer on TikTok, so that's a thing. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and thank you so much for coming and watching. Bye.